UTX versus UGen. Chase 1, UTX evading.
Athletes ready!
Nobody has ever evaded this man. Is that gonna change in this opening chase? He goes over the top of the mountain and a little stumble into the loading bay, but he recovers pretty well and just, dumped on his backside, and Haroon strikes.
Chase 2, UGen evading. 0 all.
Athletes ready!
Well, the crowd eagerly anticipating this one, waiting for our first point of it. And can Haroon produce it? He goes under the ridge and round the front line, just putting on the jets before stopping. And then, flicking the bird at him as well. Haroon Hanafi doing UGen things as he looks to pick up a point, but wag of the finger. Was the tag made? It's claimed. It's gone red. I think maybe Haroon acknowledged it in the end.
Yeah, there it is, an elbow tag right there. 18-second tag there by UTX. That's a close one. He almost ran away with that, and especially after goading him. Cheeky boy Harpoon with the cursing on the quad.
Chase 3, UTX evading.
Well, a late tag made there by Rimvidas, known as Rim from UTX, as Richard Thompson, the leading light of UGen, makes the tag in no time at all. Down on the tilted cube.
That's what you want to see in the tilted cube. Just flush someone out, get to them. It's almost a spike at this point. Richard has just got straight to him from the chaser plate, get to the evader, and now he's got fresh energy.
Chase 4, UGen evading. 0 all.
Athletes ready!
Well, Richard Thompson never been a man short of confidence, and starting over by the ridge and then going cross-court over to the tilted cube, always with the eyes over the shoulder to make sure he knows where the chaser is. And he goes up and over the mountain, drops down into the tilted cube again. He loses a bit of pace over the sisters, but it does not matter because he picks it up again and he turns. Oh my word! He even found time to look his chaser in the eye, and that is a fired up Richard Thompson getting UGen on the scoreboard.
That's some style there. Richard knowing what the time is. He's got it internal. These players, they start to get the clock. He feels the 20 seconds is coming and he just starts to slow down like, yeah, come on, what's happening?
Chase 5, UGen evading. 1-0, UGen.
Athletes ready!
1-0 UGen. Richard Thompson in full effect right now as Joel Callum comes in, looking to chase him down. Again, Thompson keeping his eye on his opponent and even taking a sit down before setting off cross-court. And it's round the loading bay and again cross-court over to the front line. And Joel is not cutting down that space. And there's a little stumble, but it doesn't matter because Richard Thompson crawls his way to a 2-point lead as he doubles up.
Coming into that scramble there, you're seeing again very unconventional routes here, coming zigzagging through the center where you've got really low EQ, not that much cover. Richard here actually using the scrambling technique for his cover, even though he's a bit of a bigger lad. That's an interesting style choice there by him.
Chase 6, UGen evading. 2-0, UGen.
2-0, and Richard Thompson looking for a hat-trick, but he must be absolutely gassed. A little just stroll in the opening seconds here might help him just recover a bit of energy, but he's running out of space here. A stumble, and it just kiboshed any idea of making a tag, but it does eventually come. Richard Thompson, what an effort to get 2 points for UGen. He couldn't quite make it all through.
Chase 7, UTX evading. 2-0, UGen.
Athletes ready!
Andy Tomlin, known as Sketchy Andy, apparently he ain't so sketchy no more. That's what he says anyway. We shall see as he drops down from the mountain, and nothing sketchy about that, Connor.
Looking pretty technical from where I'm standing, man. I've seen this guy in speed events where he's smooth as butter. Sketchy's a nickname he got a long time ago, and yeah, I think when push comes to shove, he might revert back in. We'll see, but for now, what I'm seeing is perfect. Really good high ground, really good spotting of the chaser, and coming in for that tag by the tilted cube.
Chase 8, UGen evading. 2-0, UGen.
Oh, the crowd chanting Andy, Andy. They want to see this man from UGen, one of the stars of this team. And off he goes, bouncing off that new plate that's been added to the quad just by the mountain, allows them to get up there more quickly with a bit more power. This time he goes underneath, and underneath the ridge as well, and just Not often seen that, using a bit of height by the front line before going back around the front line and over to the sisters and picking up the point. Andy Tomin, sketchy Andy no more.
3-0 there for UGen, coming in strong on this qualifier match. UTX player here, Eduarodo, unfortunately catching his back through the mountain.
Chase 9, UGen evading. 3-0, UGen.
Well, some appreciation for the balcony there from Kieran Hawkins and Marrero for that play as Bogdan steps up and looks to chase down Andy Tomin. Richard Thompson went back-to-back to pick up a couple of points. Can Andy do the same? I don't think he can. In fact, he can't. Look to get away over the mountain. Could not manage to do so as Bogdan makes the tag.
Chase 10, UTX evading. 3-0, UGen.
Athletes ready!
Now then, a return for Dayne to this UGen team, a former competitor for them in World Chase Tag, and a guy who does a lot of great work down low, and we're seeing a lot of speed right now from him as he chases down Bogdan and he scrambles low to make the tag by the loading bay. That is a welcome return for the man.
Chase 11, UGen evading. 3-0,
Your call bouncing
UGen.
for this quarter-final contest between UGen and UTX. And here comes Rim as Dayne looks to get another point on the board for UGen. The man in green skirting down low under the ridge a couple of times and down low again. He is like a mole, this man. It's all subterranean stuff as he waves his arms around and goes under the sisters and over by the front line. And again, we're just going to go underneath everything. Under and under and under and into a commanding lead.
You say under, I mean, again, using the scrambling much better than any other player so he can get through obstacles. But here, this is the special stuff for me. This is the tilted cube, and he is using that body language, stood there, holding the bar to show the player, yeah, come get me, commit to it.
Chase 12, UGen evading. Match point, UGen.
Athletes ready!
Match point UGen, and Dayne, we didn't even know he'd be competing here at Your Call. It was a big secret, but it turns out the secret weapon has worked very, very well, but it's not going to quite get them over the line just yet, at any rate.
Chase 13, UTX evading. 4-0, UGen.
Athletes ready!
Dave Hogenbohm on the plate, looking to complete the victory. One tag will do it. And it's pretty circumspect as he just stumbles a little bit, but regathers himself and now goes through the mountain, keeps up the pace, round by the tilted cube. Can he make the tag? I think he has, and that will do it. UGen win it by 4 points to 0. A very impressive start from guys who've got a lot of experience on the quad.